Today, Ru'ya News English is finally here at the Amman International Film Festival to cover the last day of the event, and we're very excited. This is the festival's second edition, which started last Monday and ends today. Of the 51 films from 25 countries which were shown during the event were released in 2020 and 2021. Now we're going to interview some organizers and filmmakers to tell us more about this unique event.
This year's edition, the second edition of Amman International Film Festival, Awal Film, is obviously much bigger, much more developed. We're covering more films and a bigger area, be it in Amman or even in the muhafazat and the governorates, in addition to streamlining some of the movies. In addition to all of this, we do have guests from abroad, and we are very happy and proud to have them participating in the festival. Plus, that there are in-person encounters with filmmakers, with film experts from the Arab world and even beyond. Well, obviously, this remains an obstacle, yet we at the festival were keen on really respecting all the regulations, the government regulations, all the precautionary measures as instructed by the government, and we managed to do so. We have, for instance, in the cinema, the number of audience is limited. The open air at the amphitheater also, there is social distancing and masks being worn. At the drive-in, obviously you're two in a car, so it doesn't pose any problem. And we made sure that all our guests are vaccinated, and only in a couple of cases, some of them had PCR tests done within 72 hours.
قد ايه بتحس هيك ايفنتس مهمه للفيلم ميكرز او صناع الافلام بشكل عام؟
انا كواحد كان جيت من لا شيء، ما كنتش ليا اي سابقه اعمال في التلفزيون وطلعت على التلفزيون، فانا حاسس قد ايه مهم جدا ان احنا ندي الفرصه الاولى لصناع المحتوى وصناع الافلام وصناع برامج التلفزيون. فاعتقد ان ده شيء مهم جدا، واتمنى كل النجاح للمهرجانات القادمه في عمان. الاردن عملت في السنين اللي فاتت ديت مجهودات كبيره جدا انها تجذب صناع ومنتجين السينما والتلفزيون عندها، واعتقد ان الموضوع ده هيزيد بعد كده.
The hardest thing was to not be able to meet the public when there was festivals online, but I'm very happy that things are kind of getting back to normal, of course respecting sanitary conditions. But it's very important for a filmmaker to meet the public, especially in documentary filmmaking, when you're usually filming alone with a small crew. And my film is a very intimate film, so I was alone for a long time. And it was very important for me to be able to share it with the public and meet other directors also in festivals and other professionals of the industry. I think it's still changing. But I think it helped me find my place in the world and find my voice and tell my stories in my own way and to be able to share with the rest of the world. I would say believe in your instincts. I think it's not easy to start a film because when it's your first film, you don't really know how you're going to tell your story, if it's worth telling, who will be touched by it. But I think you have to try, and it's better to try and fail rather than not try at all. And you have to be convinced of what you do in order to convince others to fund you, to support you. And it's difficult to find your voice, but if you have the instinct, you have to follow it.
Quality of the films, it was very good, well selected, because it's been targeted for different themes and from different countries, and that's make us very difficult to select the best films concerning documentaries or even I think for the feature films and short films.
مهرجان عمان سينمائي أول فيلم هو مهرجان كأنه بيكمل شغل الهيئة الملكية الأردنية للأفلام، لأنه بيعطي دعم للشباب والشابات اللي عندهم أصوات وعندهم أفكار، ويعني بيعملوا فيلم أول مرة، مرات يعني ما بيعرفوا بعد الفيلم الأول يعني وين بيروحوا بعديها، فإحنا بنحب نشجعهم، يعني نعطيهم هاي الدفعة شوية عشان يعملوا فيلم تاني. وهذا نعتبر انه مهم. طبعا مهم انه يكون في مساف زي هذا بمهرجان، يتعرفوا على ناس تانية بمجال السينما والفن، يسمعوا افكار تانية، يتبادلوا افكار واراء، يعني اظن اشي خبرة غنية للكل.